Tonight, however, as the Sixers trying to get back on track, get into the playoff picture. In the East, they've been off to a slow start, and the Rockets trying to string some wins together here tonight. Here are our Southwest Airlines starting lineups. And for the Houston Rockets, you're familiar now with the front of Thomas Cato and Walt Williams for Houston. And in the backcourt, the explosive duo of Steve Francis and Cuttino Mobley. And Rudy Tomjanovich, in his 11th season as the head coach of the Rockets, his 32nd season in the Rockets organization, and of course 2 NBA championships and the Olympic gold medal. For the 76ers now, along the front line, they got a little bigger in the offseason as they picked up Derek Coleman along with Mutombo and a good shooter in Matt Harpring. In the backcourt, of course, Iverson's got his old running back Eric Snow back, and Larry Brown, who was an assistant with Rudy at the Olympics to win a gold medal. In his 30th year as a head coach at both the collegiate and professional level, he won his 800th NBA coaching victory against the Clippers back on December the 26th. Larry has coached a lot of teams successfully. He's won with Denver, New Jersey, San Antonio, the Clippers, Indiana, and Philadelphia. And he won at UCLA, and he won a national championship with the University of Kansas. So Larry, a 3-time ABA Coach of the Year in 73, 75, 76. But Calvin, after 18 years in the NBA, Larry finally won his first NBA Coach of the Year award, and that came last season as he coached the Sixers into the finals.
Sounds to me like he owns a lot of homes.
Well, Larry did it one time, but seems to be pretty happy now. And here we go, Cuttino Mobley returning home to Philadelphia, where he played his high school ball here. Eddie Griffin we talked to you about also. So there's some connections here with both teams. And the Rockets win the tip. They'll have it to start the fourth also. Stevie Francis last game did not shoot an awful lot. He had a headache, and there's Kenny Thomas taking it to the basket and drawing the foul. He had one of those migraines, and he shook it off and played. He said he feels a lot better tonight.
It's interesting right off the bat that they go inside, which is the smart thing to do, of course, with Kenny Thomas. But, you know, you have a matchup of Iverson going to be trying to guard Steve Francis. I would immediately try to get Iverson into foul trouble.
Well, they got one on Derek Coleman. That's his first, as Kenny Thomas will be at the line. Kenny having a career season, coming off a 15.4 rebound performance and 4 assists Saturday against Denver. He's averaging over 13 points and 7 rebounds a game.
That's not bad being secondary.
No.
You're not the man.
But he's only 68% from the free throw line. That's something he'd like to work on. Cato gets the offensive rebound, so the Rockets keep the ball. There's Snow now on Francis. Stevie back outside. They'll swing it around to the Cat. Nice pass to Cato. Missed it. I don't know if Mutombo made him change it or what.
Well, they're not going to call many fouls on Mutombo trying to block the shot.
Iverson puts it up and misses. He'll average anywhere from 20, 25, 26 shots a game, depending on how the flow's going. And a foul on Kenny Thomas.
And you know he's going to get about 10, 11 free throws.
Yep.
And you don't get foul shots, you go to the foul line unless you were shooting the ball.
Iverson will go to the line a lot for a little guy. There's Coleman bumping off Kenny Thomas.
Bill, we talked about it before the broadcast. Coleman could have been one of the best to play this game.
Oh, he was something coming out of Syracuse.
Yes, sir. He had all the tools. He still has game, by the way.
He's in his 12th year, and maybe looks as good. There's Stevie with a great crossover.
No, don't. Steve, it's no time to get fancy early.
Mobley with a 3 from the corner.
So you can save all the jazz for the second half when you're up by 15. If you have a chance to penetrate to that basket, stop, score, all that lob is not going to happen with Mutombo around that basket.
That's a good point, but he covers up a lot of those mistakes you make.
Stop and plop.
Harpring going inside. Did he touch the ball? No, Cato got it. Stevie will bring it up. Nice pass to Walt Williams, cutting inside for the slam. Boy, basketball, Calvin's all about angles, and he really saw Walt on a nice angle.
But the first thing he realized was that defense ran back with their backs to the ball. So he's able to make that kind of a pass.
Good point. Coleman out high.
So I noticed they're going to try to keep Steve in the flow.
Matumbo's been down in the lane about as long as it took us to get to the arena, but they didn't whistle anything, and Stevie will bring it up. Just kind of planted in there, waited for the pass.
Oh, you said he's been there for a few minutes?
All right, Francis puts it up, and he misses, and the rebound to Matt Harpering. This is a Sixers team that went to the NBA Finals last year with Tyrone Hill and George Lynch playing at the forward positions. They were very physical, and the chemistry was good. And then in the offseason, they traded them away and got a little bigger with Coleman and Harpering. They thought they were going to get more offense, but the chemistry hasn't kicked in yet. That chemistry is an awfully fine thing, isn't it?
It's very important to understand what chemistry is all about.
Stevie with a miss. Kenny Thomas had the ball off his arm, and it belongs to the Sixers.
Well, I'm telling you, if the Rockets could recognize one thing tonight, they could score at will. To stop and pop. They get inside the defense with ease. But Mutombo is standing near that basket, and everybody's so expecting him to block the shot that nobody's worried about the 10-foot jump shot. That's where the game should be played tonight.
He's averaging right under 3 a game. Nice pickup on Iverson. Turns, fires, and misses, and Coleman jumped too soon. Walt Williams will stop, and he misses. And Mutombo will give it up to Iverson.
The adrenaline's flowing, boy. Everybody's a little quicker than what they want to be right now.
Iverson says, "I'm the answer. What's the question?" And Cato says, "I got it right here with the miss." Francis got real fancy and lost the ball. It's almost too quick for himself, wasn't it? Iverson reversal for 2. That's the first field goal now for Iverson in his first 5 shots.
If the Rockets can slow down just a tad bit and get more ball movement, they can get any kind of shot they want.
Mobley on the post up with a miss, and Coleman. Iverson threw a little body, and the foul is called on Coutinho Mobley.
Now, see, it's tough guarding someone like Iverson. Obviously, he's very talented, but he has the green light, and he's going to create a lot of action. He's going to create a lot of body motion, and that gets you into foul trouble.
Iverson and Mobley again now. Mobley, he has it fired up over Mobley and hits.
Well, the thing about Iverson, you're not going to stop him from scoring. What you want to do, you want to cut his effectiveness. If he scores 25 points, but it takes him 25 shots, you've done your job.
Well, the Rockets now have missed the last 5 shot attempts. They need to get a good look at the basket right now, and that's a pretty good look. As Francis gives a nice pass right to the top of the rim.
But Kelvin Cato did a nice job of setting that pick and then rolling to the basket. The defense, they're not going to really be concerned about Kelvin because he's really not involved in the offense. So if he stays in motion, he can get a lot of easy baskets.
Snow trying to give it to Coleman. Kenny Thomas did a good job of pushing Coleman out a little further than he wanted to be, and Thomas steals the pass. Now, Coleman's a pretty nifty passer, so that was a good job by Kenny. There's a steal, and there's the leading steal theft man in the NBA, Iverson, all the way to the hoop for 2. Iverson leads the NBA in scoring and in steals per game. He averages almost 3 a game.
That's a lot of steals.
Yep. Of course, he'll gamble a lot. You can beat him sometimes. He's not a great one-on-one defender per se. But
shoot the ball, Kenny. They gave you a great shot.
Threw it right to Harpering.
You can't hesitate. The defense is not that strong.
Iverson behind the back and up and in. And Rudy wants a timeout. The Rockets ice cold here in the early going. 6:25 left in the first. Sixers up by 3.
Tonight at 10, it's the Southwest Sports Report.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's the nightly newscast you've been waiting for.
This is the real deal.
30 minutes every night dedicated to scores, highlights, and interviews from your hometown teams.
We told you it was going to be good.
Your teams, your town, your show. The Southwest Sports Report, tonight at 10 on Fox Sports Net.
Did you ever want to talk hoops with NBA players, coaches, and fans from around the world? Then the NBA Beat, presented by Sportsline.com, is the place to be. The interactive talk show telecast live from NBA Entertainment Studios 5 nights a week. Call 866-NBA-7674 or go to NBA.com and voice your opinion.
Brad, you're a part of the NBA Beat. Welcome.
Tune in to NBA.com TV or log on to NBA.com. The NBA Beat, presented by Sportsline.com.
My man, NBA League Pass on DirecTV. Ow, I feel good. It's super bad. All the action, baby. Get on up, pick up the phone. Hey, what a deal. Bring it on. Up to 40 games a week.
NBA League Pass is having a special half-season free preview January 14th through the 21st on channel 721 through 733. To order League Pass on DirecTV, call 1-800-GET-SPORTS or log on to DirecTVSports.com.
Sixers right now on an 8-2 run. Let's check out our Dodge Division standings. And in the Midwest Division, the Rockets, they have to look at the loss column. They think they're only 5 games out of the playoffs. And the Sixers are not in the playoffs yet if they were to start tomorrow, so they've got some work to do. Both teams under 500, and both teams did not think they'd be there at this time of the season. But the injuries have hurt both of them. Walt with a miss. Kenny Thomas puts it back up and in.
You know, Kenny Thomas can really be an unsung hero because everybody is concerned about the Casino Mobleys and the Steve Francis, and then of course the Eddie's on the floor. But if you play Kenny Thomas one-on-one, he's going to get the best of that matchup. He has that kind of talent.
Coleman, shot clock down to 5 seconds now, down to 4, down to 3. Iverson with a corkscrew move, and Walt Williams with a nifty rebound gets it up ahead to Steve.
I don't see the aggressiveness I want to see from Steve scoring.
Whoa, that may be the reason he tried to get aggressive.
We're not talking about going to the basket.
And Mount Mutombo sent it the other way. We have a foul on Houston.
Steve had a 10-foot jump shot that he passed on to try to take the ball to the basket of Mutombo. That's not going to happen.
It didn't.
Stop and pop.
So Allen Iverson now will be at the line. Allen has 9 of their first 12 shots.
9 of their first 12. Those are my kind of numbers.
Murray, he's got the ultra green light.
And I ain't mad at him either.
Well, he missed 7 games earlier in the year due to injury, and the Sixers went 0-7 in those games. Does that sound familiar? They went 1-16 when Steve missed. This is the 90th straight game now that Iverson has been in double figures. He's already there with 10 points. Stevie, a little pass to Cato for 2. Iverson has the last 10 points by the Sixers. They have only 12.
I love that.
Now they're going to go down to Mutombo. Jump hook, missed it, and Kenny Thomas with the rebound, giving it up to Steve. 4:44 left to play in the first quarter. Double team goes with Steve, so he swings it to the weak side. Walt Williams gets a good look and misses.
Now, as soon as you shoot, you got to be very careful that you have good defensive rotation because they're going to try to run.
Nowhere for Mutombo to go. Eric Snow puts it up short. Harpering with good hustle, but Mobley gets the ball. Stevie and Snow.
There's the shot you want. That's all right. That's the shot you want. You can get that kind of, you can get a quick shot anytime you want from the three-point line. Take them in around the middle distance, stop and make something happen.
Steve 0 for 4 to start the game. Down to Mutombo now. Got it inside, no place to go, and a foul is whistled on Houston. It's called on Walt Williams, and that will be the second foul of the game on Walt.
Where's Eddie? Where's Eddie?
He's about to enter.
Nope, they're not going to go to Eddie yet. Maybe Eddie's going to back up Cato.
So Terrence Morris will get some early minutes. Dikembe Mutombo, there you see as Derek or McKee will check in, and Morris.
Now you're bringing in a big guard in McKee. He can post.
Mutombo blocked 8 shots in a quarter earlier this year in Chicago.
1 quarter.
1 quarter, he blocked 8 shots. Tied an NBA record. So McKee now, they're going to put those guards in and out just to put a little pressure and make Steve work a little harder. He'll put up the 3, short. So he couldn't miss in Salt Lake City, but he's having trouble finding the basket, and Harpering runs the court and gets an easy layup.
But notice what the Sixers' game plan is. As soon as the Rockets shoot, they're going to force the action. They're going to take it 94 feet, and they're going to make something happen. They're going to gamble on maybe getting an offensive foul to take the ball to the basket.
Rockets shooting only 33%. We have a defensive violation on Mutombo. So Mobley will put it up. These two teams, the Rockets 24th in the league in scoring at 90 points a game.
You know, the Rockets are going back to the old habit of shooting the ball and leaving the line. You know, there's too much motion, and this is why they're missing the foul shots again.
So Eddie Griffin now will come in for Kelvin Cato,
who did a fine job, by the way, while he was in there early.
Cato had 4 points and 3 rebounds. Francis back to Kenny. Had plenty of time to set, and he hits.
Notice how the defense is they're inviting the Rockets to take the perimeter shot. They're packing it in.
Well, certain players.
Certain players. Well, if they're going to back off of Kenny, that's not going to hurt the Rockets any.
Iverson going to his right. Missed it. And Eddie Griffin made him change that shot and then got the rebound.
Yeah. You've seen him play before, huh?
No, he's got the quickness, doesn't he?
You're seeing the same game I'm seeing.
Stevie back outside now. Kenny's open again, and Kenny misses this time, and the ball is tipped by Mutombo. McKee cross-court pass. Iverson lost it off his foot. Timeout charge to the Sixers with 2.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter, and Philadelphia is up by 3 on Fox Sports Net.
Pay too much for airfare, and there's nothing left for the vacation. Fly Southwest Airlines from Texas to Florida for just $79 each way when you purchase by January 28th. And now is a great time to visit Florida.
You are now free to move about the country.
In Texas, the skies are wide and the landscapes painted in the broad strokes of an Indian paintbrush. Ford SUVs allow Texans to cover the whole canvas, like the 2002 Explorer. Wider, roomier, and still the best-selling sport utility in Texas. And Ford Expedition with a double 5-star safety rating. Now get low 0% financing or choose cash back up to $2,500. Visit your Texas Ford dealer and you'll see why.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Howdy. I just got back from Texas, where I learned a thing or two. Like Texans prefer their cheeseburgers with mustard and pickles. So just for Texans, I'm making my new 99-cent Big Texas cheeseburger with mustard instead of mayo, loaded with pickles and melting cheese. And I figured out something else. Oh. Bulls do not like ropes tied around their...
Rockets trailing by 3, 2.5 left to play in the first quarter. The Rockets Collector's Yearbook is on sale now at arena merchandise stands and at Final Score. It's got cool player photo spreads and hot stories on Steve Coutinho, Eddie Griffin, and more, so buy your copy today. Steve is the only Rocket who has not scored yet.
You're right, Bill. They're going to be sending guards in to keep Steve busy all night long.
Mobley taking it up into Mount Matumbo, and he climbs in.
You got to remember now, Cat uses his body as well as anybody going to that basket to protect the ball. And he leaps so quickly, too.
Backdoor to Iverson. Had to change the shot because Eddie Griffin got right up in his face. Unfortunately, the Rockets knock it out of bounds. Watch Griffin.
They know his reputation of being a shot blocker.
Iverson right up through the middle and puts it up and in. You know, Calvin, he really looks small up close, but he's wiry and he's very strong, and he plays inside more than any other guard in the league, doesn't he, Iverson?
He played similar to the way I did, Bill, when I was in the game. He was able to get inside the defense and do some things because he's stronger than what he appears.
Oh, tip in by Terrence Morris.
He goes at about 165 pounds. That's real small for an NBA guard that does the scoring that he does, especially that he takes the ball to the basket so often.
He played at the final parts of last season in a lot of pain, and nice play by Morris, knocking it out of bounds, 9 on the shot clock.
Yeah, now his size has allowed him to be bruised up quite a bit, going into the pit a lot.
He had surgery in the offseason on that elbow. Speedy Claxton in the game. You see why they call him Speedy. Got to that basket in a hurry, didn't he?
Yeah, I would say that. But
He's
you got to play
rookie.
You got to play a little better defense than that. If you know that's his game, using speed going to the basket, back up and invite the perimeter.
Stevie puts it up and he misses again. So Steve Francis, we're having trouble finding the basket here. He's 0 for 6.
Yeah, but once he makes a couple of baskets, the rim will open up for him.
Iverson on the drive. Griffin erases it. And a foul is called on Houston. It's on Steve Francis.
All right, because I think that was a good block shot on the part of Eddie. Let's watch it again. Okay, now my question is, where's the foul?
Oh, no, Murph. The Rockets,
oh, goodness
Rockets are 0 for 3 from the line, and the Sixers are 5 of 5. Look who's checking in. Old man Rivers back. Derek McKee making his first appearance of the season. He was working out in Indiana. He had a lot of leg problems, especially with that calf. Larry Brown had him, excuse me, Murph, but Larry Brown had him in Indiana, wanted him here, so they signed him yesterday and activated him today.
You know, I was teasing before the game. I told him, said, look, get me 10 days. You're 2 days younger than I am.
Yeah, but he wins everywhere he goes. Derek McKee out of Alabama. Started in Seattle. Stevie says, I can't get one to go, but did Kenny Thomas tip that in? I think so. .16 seconds left. Just about same amount of time on the shot clock and the game clock. Iverson lets it go down to 4 seconds. Well, it didn't look like Claxton wanted to take that shot. He did at the last minute, and it went in. Well, Allen Iverson gets 14 points in the first quarter. Steve Francis 0 for 7 from the field, but the Rockets are still in it, down by only 5.
It's big. It's bad. It's bold. It's the all-new Dodge Ram.
Now everyone will see our family crest.
Grab Dodge's 7-100 powertrain pledge. Ford, GM, and Toyota don't have it.
Because of a nationwide slowdown in the furniture business, Gallery Furniture has gone coast to coast, from California to North Carolina to Texas, and bought special purchases of beautiful bedroom furniture, dining room furniture, living room furniture, in stock and on sale. We've made the best special purchases ever. Millions of dollars worth of truckloads of furniture we bought at big discount prices. They're in stock and on sale for you. Take advantage of this incredible special purchase sale. Because of a slowdown in the furniture business, Gallery Furniture saves you more money.
Introducing the best America Online ever. New version 7.0. It's better, faster, and easier.
It's like a click and you're connected.
7.0 is fast.
It's got all the new features. It's just so easy.
All new AOL version 7.0.
Welcome.
It's everything you love about America Online.
You've got mail.
Now with cool new features and places to go.
I'm falling in love with the new features. 7.0 is the best.
Don't be a chicken, it's easy.
America Online, new version 7.0. So easy to use, no wonder it's #1. Call 1-800-4ONLINE.
Hang on to the edge of your seat. This is your last chance to keep up with Sylvester Stallone and Steven Seagal.
Winning, it's an attitude.
First, Stallone gets the racetrack one last go in, Driven.
Good job.
Then catch Steven Seagal as he cleans up the police department in Exit Wounds. So tune to Channel 182.
You know the drill.
And catch Stallone and Seagal before they're gone.
Philly wins the first quarter 24-19. Let's take a look at our Ford fact. And the fact is, it's homecoming for Catino Mobley and Eddie Griffin. Those are the high schools they went to here in Philadelphia. In fact, Eddie, tonight, took a youngster out of one of the Philadelphia schools and brought he and his family to the game, paid for everything tonight for the young man. That kid was beaming before the game.
Yeah, he was probably like he's teasing us, huh?
Yep.
He thinks he's in heaven right now.
Biggest lead of the game now for the Sixers as McKee scores. Moochie Norris in the game. It'll be Moochie, Steve, Catino, Griffin, and Terrence Morris. Eddie puts it up short. Rockets going cold, and Terrence Morris has been a ball hawk here tonight, but he put it on the floor where the little bitty guards could get it. And Moochie lost it.
Somebody just put some grease on that ball, Bill.
All that work.
They better open their hands or whatever they got on them fingers, get it off.
That's the 4th turnover for Houston. 3 turnovers for the Sixers. Speedy Claxton is open. Nice release.
Well, I'll tell you what.
He was drafted last year, remember? He hurt his knee in preseason and did not play, so this is really his rookie campaign. It is really his 2nd year in the league.
Tell you what, that's a nice shot he has, Bill.
Yep.
That's not accidental. Take him to the basket, Steve. Make him play some defense. Now, Steve never even looks at the basket.
No, he's wide open.
He never looks at the basket.
Catino will look at it, and he hits his 2nd 3 of the game. So
Never looks at the basket.
Mobley with 8 points. 28-22, Sixers. Iverson has 14 points on 12 shots. McKee, air ball. Kelly's been out a little while.
So you're very confident that
12 on the shot clock for Houston. Rockets better get it going towards the basket. They got 2 seconds left. They don't have time. Mobley got it off, but not in time. A 24-second violation on the Rockets. That's the 5th Houston turnover.
Now, that's inexcusable, Bill. You got 3 guards on the floor. Somebody's got to have presence of mind to understand what's on that shot clock.
Well, that's a good point. 3 guards out there. So it's not like you have a bumbling, fumbling team. This is a 5 of ball handlers, and Iverson gets 2 more. He has 16.
Notice where Iverson's taking all his shots from. Around the foul line and in.
8-point Philly lead. Stevie working on McKee, and he's short again. Francis, really, this is as off as I've seen Steve ever.
He doesn't seem as though he wants to shoot the ball.
He's over 8.
There's the difference.
Iverson with the miss. Griffin getting it out to the catch. He'll fire it up again, and Coutinho Mobley brought his A game tonight. Mobley now with 11 points.
Boy, good thing he did bring his A game right now. The Rockets, everybody else is struggling.
Iverson to the middle, little fadeaway for 2 more.
Well, I tell you what, even though I don't want to see Iverson have a big game, I like it when he's playing the game.
He's already had a big game. He's got 18.
But where's he getting them from? Well, we always talk about every night he's playing middle distance basketball, 15 feet, where the defense don't want to play.
Moochie got it under McKee for 2. One of the best finishers in the game, Moochie Norris. He can worm his way into that lane and get up and in. Corey Blunt's in there along with McKee now, and there's Iverson again, so he's heated up. Iverson 8 for 16. He's taken 16 shots for 20 points. And Rudy wants to talk it over. 8:07 left to play in the second quarter. Sixers 34, Rockets 27.
Bobby, 300 yards passing. You had the Carnivores rolling tonight.
No question about it. We executed the way we know we can execute.
Jack, was the Bacon Ultimate Cheeseburger combo a factor?
No question about it. That's our pregame meal. Bacon Ultimate Cheeseburger, a drink, and my new tastier fries.
Plus, Jack jumbo-sized the drink and fries for free.
Fourth quarter, they're driving. The Wild Chimpanzees seem to disrupt their offense.
No question about it.
Give up! Give up, dude!
Chimps gave 110%.
This week on ACC Sunday Night Hoops, the Clemson Tigers visit the Cole Fieldhouse to battle Juan Dixon and the third-ranked Maryland Terrapins. Coverage begins at 5:30 right here on Fox Sports Net, your exclusive home for Sunday night ACC basketball. Rockets have a couple of players, 3 players to be exact, that will be interested in that game. Steve Francis, Terrence Morris, and Walt Williams.
It's interesting to look at the scoring, Bill. It's almost dead even with scoring in the paint tonight so far. The difference is obviously Iverson from the perimeter.
Oscar Torres up and in.
Woo! It'd be good to see him get back on stride, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just to let the game come to him. He's been a little impatient lately because he hasn't gotten as many minutes. We know he can play. Iverson gets open again. This time he misses. And Moochie will bring it up. Pino with a big step to the middle, and he had it blocked. Better have a plan when you go in that paint on these guys.
Yeah, somebody's going to come at you.
Almost a steal on Iverson.
You're going to have to start making Iverson do with the ball.
Tried to go behind his back, and Moochie said no deal. 9 seconds on the shot clock. And Speedy Claxton now will check in for Allen Iverson. Iverson goes out 17 minutes. He had 20 points, 8 of 17 from the field. He's got 17 shots, and we still have 7 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Harpring fell down, got it back out to McKee. And with 1 second on the shot clock, Eric Snow puts it up and in.
You know, the one thing that Philly does well, they space themselves out. They got a lot of shooters, so they space themselves out. So when the defense tries to stop one, they got ball movement.
7-point Philly lead, 6:50 left to play in the quarter. Mobley got a step, drew the foul, he'll shoot 2. Now the Rockets still looking for their first free throw.
Well, here it is.
Rockets as a team number 17 in the league at just over 74% from the free throw line. The Sixers are number 9 in the NBA at 77%. Mobley, however, is right up at the top with 83% from the line. Coutinho and France is almost in a dead heat for the best free throw shooters on the team, as both right at 82%. Mobley just a little bit higher than Steve, but he's missed 2 here tonight.
You know, with this kind of game,
pumped up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With this kind of a game with the adrenaline flowing, you need to just calm down just a tad bit, because when that adrenaline's flowing, you're awful strong.
McKee taking it in, missed it, tipped up and in.
Now, Eddie has done his job inside, making them miss the shot. Now the Rockets have got to come up with the rebound.
Aaron McKee played his college ball here in Philadelphia. Went up to Portland and got back here to Philly. And Eddie Griffin fills it up.
Folks, I want you to watch a mature young man. He made the shot, he did his job. You don't see any antics that you usually see a young player does. He's just simply all about business.
Over the last 10 games, Eddie Griffin averaging 17 points and 9 rebounds, along with 3 blocks. And there's another one. Claxton comes up with it. That Speedy Claxton's getting on my nerves.
Yeah, he should, because he got on mine a long time ago.
4 for 4 from the field, off the bench for 8 points.
And it's important that you remember that he's off the bench, so those are added points for the reserve.
And a foul on Corey Blunt. So we have an official timeout on the court with 5:40 left to play in the second quarter. The Sixers are up by 7 on Fox Sports Net.
Think it? Do it. With Dodge Durango SXT. V8 power at a price no other SUV can touch. Kickin' CD sound system, big wheels and tires, and roof rack. All for 24/7. Better get it in gear. Grab Dodge's 7/100 powertrain pledge, plus $2,000 cash allowance or low financing. Ford, GM, and Toyota don't match this.
I've been in the personal training business 14 years. I try to convince people when I train them that this is a lifestyle change. The easiest thing for someone to do is start eating a little more healthy. I try to practice what I preach. When I go to Whataburger, I order a chicken salad. It's a huge salad. Got a full chicken breast on it.
The lean and mean menu at Whataburger. A grilled chicken or garden salad or a grilled chicken sandwich, each made with the freshest ingredients around.
You don't have to be perfect. You just have to work at it. Whataburger is different than other places. It's kind of a good old down-home kind of place.
Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Row harder, swabbies. Siberia's still half an ocean away.
At the pace you're drumming, we'll never get there.
Oh, we'll sink.
Oh, can't you row without me drumming?
You'd be keeping the beat if you drank a Red Bull.
Red Bull?
Yeah, the energy drink that vitalizes body and mind. You're all pumped up.
So's me brain. Forget Siberia. Let's do Bermuda.
What a genius.
Or even better, let's do Hawaii. It's porn for everybody. Red Bull gives you
I need some suntan lotion.
Philadelphia with the lead in the second quarter. Hey, Rockets fans, be sure to visit Rockets.com and sign up for eBlastoff, the Rockets' free email news service. eBlastoff provides you with the latest team news and exclusive information delivered right to your desktop. Visit Rockets.com, sign up for eBlastoff today. Well, the Rockets would like to blast off. They're a little grounded right now. First quarter, the Rockets shot 39%, but in the second quarter, they're shooting much better, 63%. But the Sixers overall shooting 51%. Five on the shot clock now. Kenny Thomas with a great fake, and he slams it home.
Did he leave any room for doubt on that one?
None whatsoever. Steve France is back into the game now. He'll be in there with Moochie, Griffin, Thomas, and Oscar Torres. Torres trying to fight through a pick to get to McKee. And Stevie with a rebound. That's 3 rebounds for Steve, along with 3 assists, but he still has 0 points.
I'd like to see him a little more aggressive on the shot, that is. He shot the ball a few times, and it didn't seem like he really wanted to shoot it.
Thomas overpowers Harpering. That's a good matchup for Houston. Harpering is a nice ball player, but he's not as strong as Kenny.
No. And I like teams aggressively, making it happen.
Oscar and McKee really going after it. McKee with a nice step to the basket for two. Boy, that's a heck of a move by Aaron McKee.
It sure is. And he just missed getting to it, too.
McKee played at Temple here in Philadelphia. Boy, this is a hotbed of college basketball, isn't it?
Well, you have to tell me, because I spent a lot of years over here in Philadelphia playing against a lot of those teams. Temple and LaSalle and the University of Pennsylvania. And, oh, goodness.
Drexel.
Penn. And every game would be sold out. You can have 5 college games in one night, and they're all sold out.
Kenny Thomas is 6 for 7 from the field now. He has 12 points as Mutombo and Coleman and Iverson will check back in. And I think Larry Brown getting a little nervous now. The Rockets have closed within 3 points. So he wants to get his starters back in the game. I believe that Claxton in, though. He hasn't missed anything. But he's going out. Thank you.
Why don't you send Coach Brown a note and say Claxton was talking about you. He don't like your coaching style. Maybe he'll bench him for the night.
I'll tell him at halftime. Well, what's new? Larry hears that from Iverson every day. Coleman takes it down that baseline. Good defense by Houston, and he got it up and in, and he just beat the buzzer on the shot clock.
Now, Coleman's a big forward. Strong. Yeah, strong, big, has long arms, and he's left-handed too, Bill. You know what we say about left-handed shooters?
Rockets have made 4 in a row now. They've made 7 of their last 8. Bucci with a great fake. He got Snow in the air, and a foul is whistled. Eric Snow didn't think so. Snow played his basketball at Michigan State with Kevin Willis. And you know, Jim Boylan was there too, the Rockets assistant coach. So a little Michigan State connection there. Bucci giving it up. Boy, that was in heavy traffic. That's a tough pass. Big man trying to slice through that lane.
Now you got to match up quickly. They do as good a job as if any team in the league getting down and spreading the floor and moving that ball.
Taking it down deep to Mutombo. Up and in. Now the Rockets don't have a 7-footer to combat Mutombo right now. Griffin was trying to claw at him at 6'10".
Well, they got Griffin out of position. He didn't have time to get over there.
Stevie being chased by the whole city of Philadelphia. Kenny Thomas gets it right where he likes it. Missed it. Tipped up and in. Eddie Griffin got it. He's the garbage man tonight, isn't he, Murph? He's just kind of hanging around that rim, getting a lot of action.
Well, they're not giving him any respect to worry about him, it seems like, because they're rotating off of him.
Iverson puts up a knuckleball. It hits the shot clock. So we have a timeout charge to Philadelphia. 2:29 left to play in the first half, and the Sixers are up by 5.
Eyes of a puppy dog, lips made for sin. You're not dreaming, I'm for real. We got a call.
Hello.
Louis?
Yeah?
Louis?
Want to get away? Now you can. Fly Southwest Airlines for just $39 to $99 each way when you purchase by January 28th.
You are now free to move about the country.
I wake up in darkness for you. Bruise, break, bleed for you. Lose weight, lose touch, lose time for you. And what do you do for me?
Tonight at 10, it's the Southwest Sports Report.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's the nightly newscast you've been waiting for.
This is the real deal.
30 minutes every night dedicated to scores, highlights, and interviews from your hometown teams.
We told you it was going to be good.
Your teams, your town, your show. The Southwest Sports Report, tonight at 10 on Fox Sports Net.
Sixers leading it by 5 in the second quarter. Get ready for a Texas showdown as Michael Finley, Dirk Nowitzki, and the Dallas Mavericks head to Houston to do battle with the Rockets. That game will be Tuesday, January the 22nd. Game time is 7:30 at Compaq Center, so purchase your tickets by calling 1-800-4NBA-TICKS or by logging on to Rockets.com. Boy, when Houston and Dallas get together, there's going to be a lot of points scored in that one.
There's going to be a lot of tension also.
Rockets put it.
I'm starting to see that rivalry starting to build up again.
Yeah. Nice pass to Kenny Thomas. Got it. Sweet roll, and Kenny's hit 7 of his last 8 shots.
Didn't Mutombo use his head for a block shot?
Looked like it, and the Rockets have closed to it in 3. Two minutes left to play. Good pickup on Iverson, but that leaves Claxton, and he missed his first shot. Ball tipped away, and Oscar Torres has it. Rockets set up the offense now. Eddie Griffin all alone, and he ties it up from behind the line. Eddie Griffin with another
Eddie.
3.
Smooth Eddie.
Woo, he's something. Can you believe he's only 19 years old? He won't be 20 till May.
Oh, boy. I like making a statement. Wait till he learns how to play basketball.
That's right. I think he knows enough. Of course, he set all kind of high school records here in Philadelphia before going to Seton Hall for 1 year.
Let's go back to Eddie's bucket. I mean, now watch. When the ball comes right to the corner, there's no hesitancy. He sees the defense is not rotating onto him, so he just puts the ball up with ease.
The last 10 games, Calvin, he's shooting 46% from the three-point line. Eddie Griffin is.
43?
Yeah.
Percent from the three-point line.
And 50% overall in the last 10 games. And he's 6'10". They covered him up that time. Rockets still with plenty of time. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Take it to the basket on the Steve.
Back out to Eddie. He puts it up. Got it again.
Welcome home, Eddie Griffin.
3 3-pointers for Eddie Griffin in the second quarter. And the Rockets have taken the lead. Claxton goes down the baseline, giving it up to Iverson. Short. And the rebound to Kenny Thomas.
Now play the clock.
So Eddie Griffin now with 11 points in this quarter on 3 3-pointers. And the Rockets have turned this thing completely around to lead by 3. Rockets on a 10-0 run right now. 4 on the shot clock, down to 3. Mucci got it up, missed it, tipped up and in by Stevie Franchise. And he gets his first basket of the game. The Rockets are on a 12-0 run. They've scored 32 points in the quarter. Coleman for a 3. He misses, and Eddie Griffin with a rebound. And he holds on to it, and what a run by Houston. The Rockets on a 12-0 run in the final 2 minutes of the quarter. Eddie Griffin, 3 3-pointers. He had 11 points in the quarter, and the Rockets win it 32-22 in the second period. So at the end of the first half, the Sixers are trailing the Rockets 51-46. Now for a look at what's coming up in the National Sports Report after the game. Let's go to the Fox Network Center in Los Angeles. First half stats, and the Houston Rockets shooting 72% in the second quarter. The Rockets made 12 of their last 15 shots in the second period. Isn't that something? And three-point shooting, Eddie Griffin 3 of 3, and in the rebounding, Houston with the lead. And front court scoring, look at that. Houston with the lead over Philly. Of course, all of Philly scoring coming from the backcourt. Allen Iverson had 20 points to lead the way for Philadelphia, 14 for Kenny Thomas, 12 for Coutinho Mobley, and 11 for Eddie Griffin. Iverson gets open. Cato did a great job of coming out and getting right in his face, and he made it anyway.
But that's the kind of defense you got to play. We criticized him one game, I think it was the Utah game, for not coming out off that pick. He did that time. Unfortunately, Iverson made a great shot.
Walt Williams, Cato did a good job of getting Mutombo right on his hip and boxed him out, and Cato will get 2 free throws.
Now, Mutombo can't be complaining about that foul.
Yes, he can complain. He can complain, actually, Murphy and Calvin, in 4 different languages.
Can he?
Yes.
And he'd be wrong in all 4 of them.
That time. Now, the Rockets are 1 for 5 from the free throw line. You need to get out there and coach him.
You got to do something, because you can't win a game if you don't finish off that play. If you get fouled and you miss the foul shot, you didn't finish.
Cato, 59%. If he can make this one here, he might be able to sneak up into that 60% range. And he got it. He's got a good release, good form. Sometimes just shoots a little hard.
Let me tell you about Kelvin Cato. If Kelvin keeps his confidence up, Kelvin is not a bad ball player, folks. This young man has some tools. He's got to work hard to get his game on the level of what people expect of him. But he's got to keep his confidence going. He's playing excellent basketball.
Good anticipation by Kenny Thomas. He's able to sneak in and get the steal. Stevie going to the basket. Cato gets it right back out to Walt. Boy, that's heads up by Cato. He got that ball right back out to the Wizard. And you know the Wizard's ready to shoot. He comes out of the locker room ready to shoot. Yeah.
But Kelvin Cato had heads up basketball again. I'm not his agent, but I'm telling you, the man's playing good ball.
Iverson puts it up, misses, and the rebound goes to Houston. Rockets now trying to build on their biggest lead of the game. Walt Williams, nice little reversal, and goaltending is called on Mutombo. Kenny Thomas gets the basket. He has 16 points.
Now, credit Walt for pushing the ball down in the middle of the floor, forcing the defense to have to make a decision. When Mutombo committed himself, you were able to get the ball over to Kenny Thomas, finish off the play. Good offensive set.
Rockets 9-point lead, their biggest of the game. Coleman muscles in, and good job by Kenny Thomas. Stevie brings it up. They don't stop the ball. He's fouled. Oh, he shouldn't have passed it. When you hear that whistle, Steve, put the ball up to the basket.
Even if you don't hear the whistle, make believe you did.
So he would have had 2 free throws there. This time it'll be a foul on Snow. That's his second. That's also the second team foul on Philly here early in the quarter. Whistle away from the ball. And an offensive foul is called on Walt Williams.
Yeah, Dick Pavetta was watching Walt the whole way. He was waiting to make the call.
Yeah, the officials tonight, James Capers, Dick Pavetta, and Derek Richardson. Richardson, Pavetta, and Capers the officials, and they're doing a fine job because we haven't even mentioned it. But we always mention Pavetta because he brings us cookies.
Right, but Capers' dad was a great official in the league for years.
Harpering puts it up and in. Matt Harpering, maybe one of the better pure shooters in the NBA. He can shoot lights out. Mobley with a little fake on Iverson, taking it to the basket, draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. Foul is called on Mutombo, his second. He gets the Calvin Murphy look on his face.
Well, he should have the Calvin Murphy look on his face because Allen Iverson fouled Latino going to the basket. Here's the foul right there. And they call the foul on Mutombo. See, Allen Iverson fouled him first.
Well, does that mean he gets 4 free throws?
No, it means he's lucky he got 2.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Let them play a little more this year, and I like it.
Sure. You don't want to be here for 5 hours with all the fouls that are called in the NBA because you can make a call on every play that goes down the floor.
Tino got them both. The Rockets now have made 4 free throws in a row, so that gets a little streak going now. 5 of 9.
And the Rockets are ahead by 9 right now.
Equals the largest lead of the game for Houston. Coleman muscles it in. Kenny Thomas with great defense again. Cato out to Steve. Steve's to Mobley. Mobley puts it up and draws the foul. Look how aggressive the Rockets are coming out in this third quarter.
Well, when Steve passed us before the third quarter started, I said to Steve, you've got to be aggressive. You didn't seem to me as though you were looking to take a shot.
You're going to take credit for the Rockets being aggressive.
No. I'm taking credit for telling Steve what is right. Individually, you've got to be aggressive, so collectively you can make things happen. So everybody is playing strong defense, and they're pushing the ball down, making the defense make a decision. Now, if I'm going to take the credit for it, I'm taking the credit.
I think you just did.
All right, then. I know what I'm talking about. I've been around here a couple of days. This ain't no pee-wee football league. This is professional basketball.
Well, we just heard Speedy Claxton is still in the locker room. He has an injured elbow, and he has not come out, and we don't know whether he'll be out for the game or not. But that's now the biggest lead of the game, and Philadelphia, Larry Brown wants to talk it over. The Rockets have a little run going now. And Iverson, after being red hot in the first quarter, has cooled off. We'll be back with more in a moment. Drives to the baseline, shoots, it's in.
Defense.
The Rockets up by 12.
Rebound. Goodness gracious. What did I tell you?
The outside. Oh, it won't go. There's the rebound, but they threw it away.
Jerks, I'm sick to even look at you. Sorry, I didn't mean that. God,
that's what I'm talking about.
This is why I watch this.
Rockets fans are some of the most energetic around. And believe us, we know energy.
They're doing everything right tonight.
Here in the Lone Star State.
In Texas, the Star holds a place of honor right beside the name Ford F-150, because F-150 Super Crew earned double 5 stars, the highest government safety rating. Now get 0% financing or choose up to $2,500 cash back on F-150, the best-selling truck in America for 25 straight years. Test drive F-150 today, and you'll see why the best-selling truck is
the best in Texas.
This week on ACC Sunday Night Hoops, the Clemson Tigers visit Cole Fieldhouse to battle Juan Dixon and the third-ranked Maryland Terrapins. Coverage begins at 5:30 right here on Fox Sports Net, your exclusive home for Sunday Night ACC basketball.
You know, Bill, right now the Rockets are up by 10, and you want to give a little credit to the Rockets reserve. They've done a nice job to this point. Right now, they've gotten 17 points coming off the bench collectively. That's not bad productivity.
Iverson back outside to Eric Snow. Shoots it from the elbow for 2. The Rockets ended that second quarter, Calvin, on a 12-0 run. They start the third quarter on a 9-6 run. So they're trying to keep the heat up. Stevie draws a double team. That leaves Coutinho wide open, and he hits. If they're going to continue to chase Steve Francis, he's doing the right thing, isn't he?
He's not trying to force the issue. He's not trying to compete against anybody. He's staying within the flow of the offense. That's good.
He only has 2 points, but he's not impatient.
No, but the Rockets are up by 10.
Harpering fills it up.
Well, you're going to start giving him a little more look-see when the ball's being rotated. You have Walt Williams who's assigned to him, backing off, trying to support defensively. He may have to stay at home a little bit to keep him from getting involved offensively like he has the last couple of shots.
Stevie takes it to the middle. Put it up, missed it. Tried to go get it. He does. Tries to save it, and Snow comes away with it.
Was that a lob or a shot?
Don't know. I think he got caught in midair. Iverson up and in. Iverson now with 24 points. But the Rockets built that lead. The Sixers come back with 4 points in a row. Kenny Thomas and Derek Coleman. Great 360. Back out to the Wizard for a 3. Short. And Steve knocked it out of bounds. Well, the Rockets were getting it inside, being aggressive. Now they've
Mutombo was out
outside shots.
Mutombo was out of the game at that time.
Yeah, good point.
That's good defense. That's good defense.
Traveling called on Iverson.
That's great defense. When he came off that pick, he faced Kenny twice. That's great defense. That's what we talk about. If you're going to have a pick set for you, who's ever guarding that pick has got to jump out and not allow him to get free.
Walt Williams with a great pass to Cato, and he's grabbed by Harpering. Or Coleman. That's the second foul on Coleman. And that's the 15th foul now on the Sixers. The Rockets have not committed a foul yet. Speedy Claxton had a right elbow contusion is what they're calling it, and he will return, they say. And Iverson is still arguing
on one play
with Derek Richardson.
As many times as they've given him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, the Rockets just pitiful from the free throw line tonight. 6 of 12 for only 50%. Well, if this is a close game, they're going to look at those free throws and wish they'd made a few more of them. Cato now with 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Now Iverson's going to take the next couple of shots. He's pissed off.
He is?
He's angry. Now you can be assured he was arguing about that one call for the last 5 minutes to the official. So he's going to make a point. He's going to make a.
Now Murph, I know this is cable, but
I know.
Stevie, back to Walt.
Oh, Walt, shoot the ball.
And a charging foul on Kenny Thomas.
Now Walt put Kenny in that position. Defensively, the defense has shifted over, and he threw the ball right to where the defense shifted. What are you laughing at? I'm analyzing the game.
Yeah, you analyze it with a little more flavor than some of the others.
Now, right here, the defense is out of position. Right there. He should have come this way, and now what happens is he throws the ball in. Right here, the shot should have been taken right here. The defense got right into the path.
McKee with a miss. And Steve will bring it up.
You see, I have a little flavor to my analysis.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, a little more color than probably some people would. Kenny Thomas.
See, he should have taken that shot again.
Well, now he's got a small man on him, though. I think he did the right thing, Calvin. He had a mismatch with McKee.
I don't know. You know, you still have them coming down to support. When you have a 10-foot shot, as well as he can shoot the ball, I think he should take it.
Yeah, but that bails McKee out. I think he took him to the basket where he knew he could, 100% he could get the shot.
Say 100%?
100%. McKee can't stop Kenny Thomas. That pass knocked out of bounds by the Sixers.
No. It went off of Kelvin Cato's head.
I'm sorry. Maybe I... Did he feel it?
Oh, yeah. That was a good pass.
65-58. Eric Snow got inside and a foul on Steve.
You know, the one thing both teams have done well offensively, they're taking the weak side completely away from the help defensively by spreading the floor. Now, you had Snow going to the basket, and Mutombo took Kelvin Cato too far out where he couldn't come and support, so Steve had to foul to stop that sure 2 points.
Eric Snow's had a lot of tough luck over the last couple of seasons. He missed 32 games with a right ankle fracture last season. He had surgery. And then this year, he broke his left thumb and had to sit out, put him on the injured list. Missed 21 games with that injury. Just came back last week.
Well, I say that's truly bad luck there.
Yeah, and he's a big part of the chemistry you talk about with this team, because with Iverson, you got to have somebody to do the dirty work, and Snow's the guy. He and McKee, they do the dirty work. Oh, good pick.
Nice pick set by Kelvin Cato.
Good play run by the Rockets.
Got rid of McKee. Yeah, it wasn't McKee got rid of. Yes, it was. It was McKee that was guarding him. Took him completely out of the play.
Back to an 8-point lead by Houston. 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Iverson to the basket, swatted away by the Wizards. Still 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Eric Snow trying to find a shot. Can't do it. Now he gets it up. Boy, great defense by the Rockets.
Great support defense. Nobody's guarding the man there side. Who's ever open is who they're matching up against.
Now Stevie will put it up.
There you go, Big
Steve.
He's back in the house.
Steve Francis with 4 points. They've been doubling and tripling him all night. 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Rockets have upped the lead to 10 again. Iverson squirms inside, draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Don't pick him up. Let them pick him up.
You can tell Calvin's from the old school.
Hey.
I'll be your friend after the game.
After the game, this is a war. The Rockets need some victories. Don't pamper the star. Goodness gracious.
Calvin, of course, working off of his...
I'm on a sugar high today, Bill.
He took his...
I'm on a sugar high.
You took out your little analyzing book and found a word that we haven't heard here in quite a while.
What word was that, Bill?
I don't know. I'm not going to...
TT?
Oh, no, Murph, don't go there. Don't go there. Bringing a little street talk to our fans here on Fox Sports News.
It's called ghetto vernacular.
Walt Williams with his 4th foul now will have to come out of the game. I'll tell you, though, there's probably somebody about half snoozing at home, you know.
I woke him right up.
Yeah, he woke him up. Mabel, did he say what? I thought?
Mabel.
Oh, yeah.
Maybelline.
Cato, Catino putting it up to Cato. Fresh shot clock. Francis working outside on McKee. Puts up the jumper and fills it up.
There you go.
And now Stevie's coming to the dance.
He's a little more aggressive. He wanted to take those last 2 shots, opposed to I should not.
Back to a 10-point Houston lead. Claxton. Well, that elbow didn't bother him too much.
It must have been his left.
Claxton is 5 for 6 from the field for 10 points. Kenny, great pass to Cato, and he flushes it right over Coleman.
Are the Rockets having great ball movement? When they get the defense out of position, whoever's open gets the ball. It's one of these situations where nobody's trying to be the starter tonight, and it showed in the ball movement.
Iverson puts up the jumper and hits. Iverson with 30 points. This is the 14th time this year that Iverson has 30-plus points.
Timeout, Houston.
So a timeout taken by the Rockets. 3:01 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Good game here from Philly.
It's your life. Get on with it. Dodge Caravan. Grab Dodge's 7 100 powertrain pledge, plus $2,000 cash allowance or low financing. Ford, GM, and Toyota don't match this.
It's Too Good to Be True month at Sonic, featuring our brown bag special with 2 made-to-order Sonic burgers, 2 orders of fries or tater tots, and 2 drinks. Just $5.99 this month only.
We've got the NBA covered on your Southwest Sports Report. When we last saw Leon Smith, he was a depressed and suicidal teenager. But this story may have a happy ending. You've got to see what he's doing.
The American Airlines Center is not as loud as his predecessor. We asked the players if the fans are to blame.
Fans got to get used to it. They just got to be louder than normal because of the way the building's made now.
Plus, where's the best seat in the house at the new Reliant Stadium? We know. Tune in to find out.
It's all tonight on your Southwest Sports Report at 10 o'clock.
The last word.
Electrifying, gravity-defying, mesmerizing. Oh, wait, there's more. A lot of smack, a lot of controversy.
The last word. Reinventing sports talk as you know it. Next on Fox Sports Net.
73-65, Houston with a lead. Who will be the winner on the road to Rocketsville? Log on to Rockets.com every week from now through April 1st and cast your votes in our one-on-one fantasy tournament featuring 64 of the greatest players in Rockets history. The road to Rocketsville, where you decide who the best Rockets player of all time. Might be Allen Level and Tommy Henderson in the finals, huh, Murph?
No.
Oh. Oscar Torres from the three-point land.
Bill, why would you give me my proper?
76-65, Rockets up by 11. Iverson takes it to the glass. Iverson with 32 points.
It means nothing when you lose. I had 57 one night against New Jersey. We lost.
Taking it inside, and Francis looked like he got something jammed on his hand. Did you see Kobe Bryant with 56 points last night?
No, I did not. Who they play?
Memphis. And Elvis must have been playing defense on him. Iverson taking it to the middle, and a whistle and a foul is called on Houston. But he had 56. He had 36 in the first half, just 1 point away from Elgin Baylor.
But it's interesting because, of course, Shaq was not there. He's on vacation for a couple of games.
Kobe got a few more shots.
He took a few more. 56.
Yep. That's the third team foul on the Rockets. Philly already in the bonus. Tipped outside. Iverson misses everything. Good defense by Houston. So they're surrounding Mobley now. Gives it up to Steve. Back to the Cat from behind the line. Short. Speedy Claxton takes off.
Good pickup.
He does his Allen Iverson imitation.
The Rockets backed over to show they're afraid to foul.
That Speedy Claxton's getting on my nerves. 12 points. 6 of 7 coming off the bench. 12 points in 15 minutes. 1:35 left. Cat to the basket. Quick as a cat.
He brought his A game tonight.
19 points for Mobley, 18 for Thomas. Iverson again to the basket for 2 and maybe 3 as he's fouled on the play by Coutinho Mobley. You know, I like the way Coutinho talks to the officials. Went over there to Dick Bavetta, asked him nicely. When Bavetta gave him the answer, he tapped him on the behind and took off.
Well, there's nothing else you can do. The play's been called.
So Iverson now with 35 points. 78-72, Houston by 6. Stevie tried to go through 2 players. That won't happen. Harpering the other way. Missed it, and a foul is called on the Rockets. Called on Steve Francis.
Now, Steve has got to understand, he's the star of the team. So wherever he goes now, he's going to run into the double and triple teams. So he's got to be very careful on where he takes the ball on the court, because if he takes it to the sideline, they're going to trap him.
Well, and plus, when you go behind the back with the ball on a double team, that's almost impossible to do that.
Well, but you know what? He had 1 or 2 things to do. Go behind his back or pick the ball up, trap with his back to the basket. So the problem is getting caught in that situation from the beginning. Stay in the middle of the floor.
Matt Harpering misses the free throw. I was just about to brag on him. Such a good shooter, but only a 76% shooter from the free throw line. Interesting, huh? Five-point game. Eddie Griffin has checked in now for Houston. Iverson really giving Coutinho a lot of body.
Which is a foul, by the way.
Iverson's getting away with murder.
You got that right. I'm glad you said that, Bill, because I was going to make the statement. I was afraid I was going to be all by myself.
Oscar Torres from the deep corner.
Welcome back, Big O.
Playing his best game in the last several weeks. And boy, they needed him tonight. Oscar with 8 points. Iverson with the jumper, and he fills it up. Allen Iverson, 37 points. But his team trails by 6.
Now, don't get caught on the sideline if you're going to play a 2-man game, because they're going to trap it. Here's the trap. Move the ball.
Cato.
Big fella.
Helping Cato.
And talking noise on the way down.
11,
I hear you, big fella.
11 points, 5 rebounds. 6 seconds down to 5. You know who's going to take it. Cato knocks it away. Stevie's got 1 second, and he's called for traveling. Well, it was worth the gamble. 0.7 left.
He tried to take 1 extra step to get that ball up.
Yeah, he looked like me on the fast break.
Nobody looked that bad.
Oh, come on, Murph. They never called mine fast break. They called it the slow break. And a good third quarter for the Rockets. Here we go to the final 12 minutes. Rockets 83, the Sixers 75 on Fox Sports Net.
Ready for some real Tex-Mex?
Uno, dos, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Taco Cabana's the real deal. Right down to the freshly made flour tortillas, the sizzling fajitas, and garden fresh made-from-scratch salsas. Hey, why settle for so-so when you can have delicioso? Taco Cabana. Experience real Tex-Mex.
Rated E. Tonight at 10, it's 30 minutes devoted to the local sports scene on the Southwest Sports Report. At 10:30, stay tuned for the National Sports Report. And at 11, it's brutally honest sports commentary on The Last Word with Jim Rome.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
How'd your date go?
How did the date go?
Good.
I think it went well. What do you wear? Khakis and sandals. He's intellectual. He reads, is totally into foreign films. He's a great talker. Very athletic, very good body. I think he's really deep and special.
Talking things over? Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
He doesn't even own a TV. Keeper.
I love this show.
Time for the Gatorade game summary. Rockets ending that second quarter on a 12-0 run. They shot 72% in the second quarter. Then the Rockets were 12 of 16 in the third for 75%. 4 Rockets in double figures. And Iverson now with the most points against the Rockets this season. So Iverson with 37 points. Cliff Robinson had 35 for Detroit, and Iverson still has another quarter. The Rockets with 4 players in double figures. Kenny Thomas with 18, Mobley with 19, 11 for Cato, and 11 for Griffin. And Griffin really only played in the second quarter. He's in the game now, so it'll be Eddie, Moochie, Steve Francis, Oscar Torres, and Kelvin Cato. Corey Blunt will be on Cato. McKee will match up with Torres. Claxton, Iverson, and Harper. So that's the way we'll start the fourth. Double team on Mooch.
Watch the trap on the sideline. Watch the trap on the sideline.
What in the world? Where was he going? He just had his head down like a bull in a china closet.
Well, I'm going to tell you one more time in case you wasn't listening, Bill. If you bring the ball down the sideline, it's an automatic trap. You take the ball to the middle of the floor, force the defense if they're going to trap you to do it in the middle. Right now, stop right here. Here's 1, 2, 3 defenders, and your man is in your way, so where you going?
Well, he went to the bench and called a 20-second. He had to push, push Steve out of the way, and he got a 20-second timeout out of it, so the Rockets blow their 20-second timeout out. You had to use it early. I hate to do that early, because, you know, late in the game, you can really use that 20.
No, you can't. They become important when you have a close game.
Back to Eddie. Nice little fake on Iverson. That gets him free, and he's short. Stevie puts it back for Cato. Cato just a man possessed tonight. 13 points and 5 rebounds, and he's coming off a double-double in his last game.
That was a nice pass he took up there for.
Yes, he did. Iverson. He misses finally, and Eddie Griffin yanks it down.
I would make Iverson play defense every time down. He just want to play defense. He'll play manager or defense against you if you take the ball to the basket.
Eddie to Oscar. 7 on the shot clock. Harpering comes out. That's good defense by Philly. Rockets now have to go to the basket. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Mucci got it up on the rim, and getting it back is Steve, and a fresh 24 for Houston. Good hustle.
All right, spacing is going to be the key.
Steve will put up the J, misses, and a jump ball. No, they're going to call a foul on Oscar Torres. Looked like Oscar got in there and got the jump, but that's not the call. Oscar now with his 4th personal foul of the game. He has 8 points in 14 minutes.
Yeah, I like this combination that Rudy has on the floor right now, especially defensively. You have 2 shot blockers out there right now for any penetration. They can come over and support.
Claxton, baseline, drew the foul for Mucci Norris. That's the first foul on Mucci, the 2nd team foul on Houston to start the quarter. And Kenny Thomas now will come in for Kelvin Cato. Cato goes out with 13 points and 6 rebounds.
Played well while he was out there.
Cato had 12 points and 10 rebounds against Denver Saturday night.
I tell you, Speedy's been an intricate part of what's happened today. He's put a lot of pressure on the Rockets defense coming off that bench.
Yeah, he was drafted. He was the 20th player taken in the 1st round of last year's draft, and hurt his knee in preseason. So he's considered a rookie this season in all of his statistical categories. Speedy's from Hofstra, 85-77. Double team on Mucci. Kenny, great backdoor play to Steve. 8 points for Francis.
You have these people go for it.
Yep.
You can do anything. You can get backdoors.
Especially if you're going to double out high like they're trying to do. And Kenny Thomas has been a demon on the boards. He's got 6 now. Rockets with 37 rebounds to only 23 for Philly. Eddie Griffin takes it to the hole and misses.
He's ready to back out of there thinking he was going down. I like the fact that the Rockets are trying to establish an inside game, Bill.
Griffin and Mutombo down low. Iverson turns the corner. Reversal. Missed it. Tipped up and in by Mutombo. Mutombo with 6 points, 6 boards. 8-point Houston lead. We played almost 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Eddie's wide open. Shoots the 3. He took his eye off.
He hesitated.
Yeah, he looked to see who was coming out on him. McKee with a long jumper. So Aaron McKee off the bench with 8 points. 6-point Houston lead. Levy gets it back out. Mucci will fire up a 3. That's way off the mark. And McKee with a rebound. Iverson on the run. Contact and a charge on Iverson. I don't know about that one, Murph, but we'll take it. He gets so many breaks, though, on defense because he debumps, uses his hands a lot, so that was probably one he was due. Timeout on the court. Rockets up by 6.
I love the way you've decorated in here. get away? Now you can. Fly Southwest Airlines for just $39 to $99 each way when you purchase by January 28th.
You are now free to move about the country.
Here's our Texas Lottery game stat, and how about that line on Allen Iverson? 37-5, 15, 33-7, 36. If you've got that ticket, it's worth $21 million, Murph.
Yeah, well, if I had it, I wouldn't be sitting here talking with you, boss.
And he's worth more than $21 million.
Yeah, indeed.
Smucci will start it off now. The Rockets up by 6, had led by as many as 11. Eddie's open. This time he checks it out, hits right off the back of the iron. We have a double foul call on Kenny Thomas and Matt Harper.
Well, Harper's been grabbing and holding on to Kenny so long. Kenny just had enough of it.
That's the third foul on Kenny Thomas, Harpering with his first. So we'll jump it up, and Mutombo's the early favorite, even if he doesn't leave his feet. Murph, you could paddle down Buffalo Bayou in those shoes Mutombo's got. Not miss a beat. Traveling called on Allen Iverson. And a delay of game is whistled on the Sixers. Iverson carried the ball down the court. .750 left to play. Mucci on the isolation. Griffin tries to set a pick. Oh! Mucci thought Griffin would go back to the three-point line. He went all the way to the basket, and he threw a pretty pass right to the official.
Somebody got to match up quickly with the ball and with Iverson. Iverson wants a shot. Anytime he calls for violation, he wants to take control of the ball in that situation.
Back out to Speedy Claxton. Man, that guy doesn't miss. 16 points for Speedy Claxton.
I thought you told me his elbow was hurting, Bill.
They said he had a contusion. That must mean it's good. Stevie puts up the jumper. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2. The foul is on Iverson, and that's his third foul of the game. So Eric Snow will come in for Aaron McKee. Steve Francis will shoot 2. This is the first trip to the line for Steve. They were doubling him early in the game, so he was content to give it up. He has 8 rebounds and 6 assists, but the Rockets now are only 7 of 14 from the line for a measly 50%, and that ain't gonna get it.
Not at all.
With better concentration, that's 9 for Steve. Rockets up by 5. Iverson gets it inside, lays it up and in. Iverson with 39 points. If you're wondering, his season high is 40. His career high is 54. 8-1 Sixer run. Kenny Thomas in and out.
Well, all the Rockets got to do right now is keep their poise. You know that the home team's going to make a run eventually.
Claxton. Snow. Harpering in the corner. Three-pointer won't go, and Francis with the rebound. And Stevie now with 9 rebounds and 9 points, 6 assists.
And had not had the kind of shooting game we expect of it.
Foul on Harpering. So for Matt Harpering, that's his second foul of the game. That's the second team foul on the Sixers. So if you take a look at the shooting percentage by the quarter, Rockets got to get it going here in the fourth now.
Sure they do.
This is not the time to go cold. Eddie Griffin set, fires, hits another three.
That young man is cold-blooded.
Yes, he is.
And his teammates have confidence in him now because they're giving him the ball at crucial times of the game.
4 3-pointers for Eddie Griffin tonight. The young rookie has chipped in with 14 off the bench. We have a timeout taken by the Sixers. 5:52 left to play.
Last Super Bowl, Miller Lite gave away inflatable chairs. This year, inflatable Troy Aikman.
I love football. I love a lot of things. I love nature. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm an Aquarius. I have that sort of watery kind of sense of things. I make these jeans. Can I get your autograph?
On second thought, now you can win an inflatable chair and the Super Bowl party kit that includes banners, cups, and $100 to turn your house into Super Bowl Central. Enter at MillerLite.com or wherever Miller Lite is sold.
That stuff's pretty cool. What?
Get a front row seat for this month's premieres on Blockbuster Ticket, only on DirecTV, with new pay-per-view movies every Friday night.
This one is for Mandela!
Don't miss these hot new releases in January. Pearl Harbor, Jurassic Park 3, Planet of the Apes.
Get me the spaceman.
America's Sweethearts.
That's the woman I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with.
The Score, and Rush Hour 2.
I don't know him.
So hurry home for all the newest movies this month on Blockbuster Ticket, only on DirecTV. Tune to the 100s and order with your remote.
Death is just another stage on the playground. So, should I get ready to die?
Tom Sizemore, Dennis Hopper, and Steven Seagal. Jamie Presley, Nas, and Chili.
Ticker. This month on Blockbuster Ticket, only on DirecTV.
Big three-pointer by Eddie Griffin, giving the Rockets a 6-point lead. Here's our Gallery Furniture immediate delivery replay. And it's Kenny Thomas setting up Steve Francis, who walks in the back door. Nice pass by Kenny. Now the Rockets need some defense. Iverson to the basket and missed it. Who do you think changed that shot?
Let me move on the floor. Could it possibly be Coutinho?
No.
Stevens?
No.
Mochi?
No.
Kenny?
No.
Eddie.
You got it. As good as a block. Mucci walks it in. Got the rebound. Back out to the Cat. Fires up a three. Coutinho, Mobley. Back-to-back threes. Griffin and Mobley. And the Rockets extend the lead back to 9. Mobley with 22 points. Two big shots. 5:10 left to play. Still a ton of time. Iverson again to the basket. And a foul on Coutinho Mobley. Iverson will go to the line. Everybody talking to the officials after every
Well,
win.
you know, they feel as though every now and then they bail Allen out. Allen jumps into the forest with no place to go, and then he ends with the foul line.
Well, he goes to the line. When he's healthy, he'll go to the free throw line as many times as anybody in the league. Iverson, in his young career so far, that's what he has been able to do. And
I didn't realize he was MVP of the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah. Steals, Rookie of the Year. coming out of Georgetown. No one knew if he'd be physical enough. That's a new season high now for Iverson, 41 points.
You know, everybody talks about this, that, and the other thing. They said I was too small. The experts who never played the game always is trying to figure out some negativity to write about. You can either play, you got the talent, you got it.
Eddie Griffin, little fake. Back to Mucci, who's wide open. He's way off the mark, and Harpering with a rebound.
Latumbo made him change that a little bit. Running out at him defensively.
4:38 left to play in the game as Iverson gets it right at the three-point line. Ian Mucci now going head-to-head. And ball did not go in, but a foul is called on Mucci Norris. That's the 14th foul, the second on Mucci, the 14th foul on the Rockets. So the next foul now by the Rockets will send the Sixers to the line.
What the Rockets are going to have to do, because if you're going to play Iverson one-on-one, he's going to get you in foul trouble. They're going to have to trap him now, make him get rid of the ball.
Sixers have only 2 team fouls with 4.5 minutes left to play. Now, if something happened to the clock, they want to put 4:31 on it rather than 4:30. Set it up, back to Iverson.
There you go. Make him get rid of the ball. Make him get rid of the ball.
Matumbo plays volleyball with himself until Eddie Griffin says that's enough of that stuff.
Talked about trapping Iverson, and that's exactly what Rudy said to do. He gets caught in that corner, everybody abandon your post and go and help.
Griffin has 7 rebounds to go along with 14 points now. 4:05 left to play in the game. Stevie will fire 3 off the mark. Ball goes to the Sixers. Well, Steve having his worst shooting night that I can ever remember. 4 of 16, but he still has 9 rebounds and 7 assists.
And the Rockets are still winning.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
That's exactly right. Iverson with a new season high in his hip pocket. Takes it to the middle, and the foul, they bail him out, and the basket counts.
Oh, my goodness.
Foul is called on Mucci Norris. That looked pretty good to me, Murph.
Well, what you think, what I think, well, about $1.29 this book of bread.
This is the 36th time in Iverson's career that he's had 40-plus points in a game. 36 times. Of course, when you look at how many times Wilt Chamberlain scored over 50, it pales in comparison. Rockets trying to hold on to win. Timeout on the court with 3:42 left to play.
It's Too Good to Be True month at Sonic, featuring our brown bag special with 2 made-to-order Sonic burgers, 2 orders of fries or tater tots, and 2 drinks. Just $5.99 this month only.
This is so you remember. You're bad.
I hate you, dude.
I know.
Rated E.
Pay too much for airfare, and there's nothing left for the vacation. Fly Southwest Airlines from Texas to Florida for just $79 each way when you purchase by January 28th. And now is a great time to visit Florida.
You are now free to move about the country.
We've got the NBA covered on your Southwest Sports Report. When we last saw Leon Smith, he was a depressed and suicidal teenager. But this story may have a happy ending. You've got to see what he's doing.
The American Airlines Center is not as loud as his predecessor. We asked the players if the fans are to blame.
Fans got to get used to it. They just got to be louder than normal because of the way the building's made.
Plus, where's the best seat in the house at the new Reliant Stadium? We know. Tune in to find out.
It's all tonight on your Southwest Sports Report at 10 o'clock.
Houston Rockets basketball on Fox Sports Net is presented by Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines, the low-fare leader for 30 years. And by Miller Lite. Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time. Well, Allen Iverson with 44 points now, trying to lead the Sixers to victory. Rockets holding on to a 4-point lead. 3:35 left to play in the game. Kenny Thomas with 8 on the shot clock, draws a double team. Swinging around to Steve. Steve to the middle, floats it up, missed it. Mobley got it back, put it up, tipped up by Eddie Griffin, missed it. Tipped up by Mobley, missed it.
Okay, now everybody's got to get back in transition quickly and match up.
Down to Aaron McKee. McKee bullies his way in, back outside. Eric Snow puts it up and in.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's dead eye dick from that range, isn't he?
94-92, Rockets by 2. 2:50 left to play. Somebody needs to step up and make a basket for Houston. Kenny Thomas turns on Harper.
All right.
Foul. And Claxton and Francis square off. Didn't see what happened there.
Claxton was holding him.
So it was it happened away from the ball. They kind of got in each other's face. There's Kenny. There's Harpering with the foul. And up to the right side.
Now, see, that's what the good officials do. Dick Pavetta cool the heads down by getting the timeout. Give everybody a chance to relax. Don't throw anybody out.
Well, he shouldn't. I don't think there was anything to throw anybody out about. They just got up in each other's face and shoved each other, but there wasn't any kind of a swing. Well, you see where? Now there it is right there. There's just shoving. Just shoving. So it's a hotly contested game, and tempers will flare. The main thing is we go back to the action now, and Kenny Thomas, Calvin, with 2 big free throws coming up here. Kenny has 18 points, but he's 0 for 2 from the line. Remember, Calvin, we're in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love.
Well, they must have forgotten about that title, huh?
Well, as soon as lightning hit Benjamin Franklin's kite, that brotherly love stuff was over with.
I want to know who put the crack in the Liberty Bell. He wasn't too brotherly love for either.
Could have been somebody out here. 2 pressure free throws by Kenny Thomas. He has an even 20 points.
Well, obviously, everything boils down to defense right now for the Rockets. They're up by 4. They don't want to get themselves in situations of a 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
Need a couple of stops. Iverson fires up a 3, and he hits it. He doesn't take very many. He's only a 25% three-point shooter. That's his 500th career three-pointer for Allen Iverson, and a foul on Harpering. But it's only the 4th team foul on Philly. The Rockets will get the ball out. So both teams now are in the penalty the rest of the way.
Now remember, the Rockets are only up a point, Bill, after that three-pointer. So they've got to, right now, score.
.218 left to play in the game. Mobley will bring it in. Down to Kenny again. Double team on Thomas. Back to Lucci. Eddie Griffin. Stolen by Iverson. Iverson all the way to the hoop for 2. Allen Iverson with 49 points, and the Sixers lead by 1.
Well, the Rockets got to be their own demise by being careless with the basketball.
9 on the shot clock. Stevie to the basket. Missed it. Fast break. Claxton. Iverson. Back out to Snow, and they'll slow it down. Sixers lead by 1. 1:33 left. Iverson to the basket. Missed it. Tipped up in the air, and the littlest guy out there gets the rebound.
Boy, that's unfortunate. That might be the biggest play in the game right there, Bill.
1:20 left. Still plenty of time. Rockets need to stop.
Now, you know Iverson can beat you. So make somebody else beat you by double-teaming Iverson and make him get rid of the ball. All right, trap.
Iverson back outside to McKee. And a 24-second violation on the Sixers.
Excellent defense. They make Iverson get rid of the ball. They switch. They didn't allow anybody to get a wide-open shot.
Now we have a timeout taken by the Rockets. 1:03 left to play. When we come back, Houston will have the basketball, trailing by a point.
You've seen the exciting hit series You Gotta See This. Now available for the first time anywhere, the uncensored video that's just too hot for TV. It's You Gotta See This, too hot for Fox.
Oh.
Call 800-550-7922 to order all the explicit, over-the-top, out-of-control video that Fox Sportsnet couldn't show you. For only $14.95 plus shipping and handling. Have your credit card ready and call 800-550-7922. Warning, this high-octane video may be too intense for younger viewers.
Last Super Bowl, Miller Lite gave away inflatable chairs. This year, inflatable Troy Aikman.
I love football. I love a lot of things. I love nature. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm an Aquarius. I have that sort of watery kind of sense of things. I make these jeans. Can I get your autograph?
On second thought, now you can win an inflatable chair and a Super Bowl party kit that includes banners, cups, and $100 to turn your house into Super Bowl Central. Enter at MillerLite.com or wherever Miller Lite is sold.
This stuff's pretty cool. What?
The Rockets led by 10 in this quarter, 87-77, but the Sixers are on a 20-9 run. Timeouts remaining now. The Rockets still have 1. Philly with 2 plus a 20, and both teams are in the penalty.
Well, the Rockets have missed 6 in a row, Bill, and had a steal. So 7 possessions, nothing out of it. Right now, they have got to buckle down and make sure that they get something out of this possession, a field goal or going to the foul line. They're only down a point. And they still got 24 seconds to work with.
All right, let's see what Rudy mapped up. Lucci outside. Eddie Griffin trying to post up. He's got the smaller man on him. Now the double team comes. Griffin turns, fires and hits.
A three-point.
And the basket counts. A foul. What a cold-blooded shot by the rookie.
That play was called off the bench. What Rudy had them do was play a two-man game. Eddie set the pitch so they can get a mismatch. He went down into the post-up position, and they delivered the ball down. Now there's very little that Claxton can do against him. He turns baseline and scores.
He knew he had Claxton on him, so there wasn't any chance of getting that shot blocked. Big free throw here for Eddie. Got it. Three-point play for Eddie Griffin. And the young rookie with 17.
That's the second time that he has bailed the Rockets out under pressure.
Rockets need a stop. They're up by 2 with 40 seconds left. Iverson already with 49 tonight.
Don't let him get 50.
There it is to the basket. Reversal. Missed it. Tipped out to Snow. McKee's got it. 30 seconds left. Fresh shot clock for Philly. Iverson cut off at the pass.
My goodness.
And Steve
Don't
reached
foul him. Coutinho played great defense. Iverson had nowhere to go.
So Iverson will be at the line.
Well, he's due to miss a foul shot, Bill. Come on, get it working. Get your mojo working.
Well, he's an 80% free throw shooter. I don't know, Murph.
There's the kiss of death.
He's 10 for 10 tonight from the free throw line. He's taken 40 shots.
Coutinho played perfect body positioning on Iverson. He had nowhere to go. That's unfortunate that he was bailed out on that foul by Steve that put him on the line.
12 of 12. So now Rudy will call his final timeout. The Rockets are tied at 99. And the Rockets can take the final shot.
Well, the one...
Hey, you don't remember me, do you? Oh, forget it. Probably shouldn't even...
Wait, no, wait. It's, James, right?
Yeah, James! Hey, I'd love to continue the conversation we're having. Over dinner?
Sure. Call me.
All right, cheers. Dennis, who is that? I don't know.
Working your mojo? Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
I can't believe you gave him
a fake phone number? Oh, yeah.
Kepner is looking good. She was in a bad wreck last week, was taken to the care center, came out bruised but unbent, and is competitive today.
Everyone thought Kepner was going to the left, but she's going to the right.
What a blistering pace. What maneuvering.
She has to be careful. This kind of stunt can send her and her crew home early.
This was a fast track when the race started.
Oh, yeah, but the temperature's heating up, and I tell you, that can mean trouble for Kepner. She's all over the top of him.
Whoa, there's contact.
She's definitely no rookie.
Game is tied. The Rockets can wait for the final shot. There will be no shot clock. Iverson, by the way, is career high, if you're interested, 54 points. He has 51 tonight. He has scored 50 or more in 5 regular season games, 2 in postseason. This is the 9th 50th point game scored against Houston in its franchise history. Alex English of Denver got 54 against the Rockets back in 1985.
Here's the worst-case scenario. Overtime. The shot clock is off. You have the ball. That shot should be taken with the possibility of going in, and if it's missed and they rebound, they have no opportunity to score against you.
But if you get a really good look with less than the time running out, do you go ahead and take a quick
Under 5 seconds.
Okay.
Under 5 seconds.
Kenny Thomas will bring it in, and Mutombo will guard the ball. Mucci will have it outside. You watch the clock up at the top of your screen. There is no shot clock. Rockets can take it down to the final second. 9 seconds now left to play. Down to 8. Down to 7. Down to 6. Down to 5. Down to 4. Mucci Norris trying to get it off. Fires it up at the buzzer, and it won't go, and that was just nothing. I don't know what he mapped up in the huddle, but it didn't work. And we're going to overtime. Bonus coverage on Fox Sports Net. Stay with us.
You've seen the exciting hit series You Gotta See This. Now available for the first time anywhere, the uncensored video that's just too hot for TV. It's You Gotta See This, too hot for Fox.
Oh.
Call 800-550-7922 to order all the explicit, over-the-top, out-of-control video that Fox Sports Net couldn't show you. For only $14.95 plus shipping and handling. Have your credit card ready and call 800-550-7922. Warning, this high-octane video may be too intense for younger viewers.
Last Super Bowl, Miller Lite gave away inflatable chairs. This year, inflatable Troy Aikman.
I love football. I love a lot of things. I love nature. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm an Aquarius. I have that sort of watery kind of sense of things. I make these jeans. Can I get your autograph?
On second thought, now you can win an inflatable chair and a Super Bowl party kit that includes banners, cups, and $100 to turn your house into Super Bowl Central. Enter at MillerLite.com or wherever Miller Lite is sold.
This stuff's pretty cool. What?
Well, the problem that the Rockets have right now is you have 5 minutes of overtime and Allen Iverson's going big. Here's the problem the Rockets had with their last shot. Anytime you take that ball down the sidelines, they're going to keep you over there. Now, Mooch knew that there was only 6 seconds on the clock, so now he makes his move. And once he does that, he didn't allow Eddie to come over and set that pick. So he goes baseline, no place to go, and the officials are not going to bail you out. So he has to take a fade away from three-point land, and you get into a bad situation. So now what Rudy's talked about coming out of this timeout going into this overtime is that they've got to be concerned defensively. You need to keep the ball spread, the floor spread just a little more so that if you're going to have penetration, the defense can't trap. Now, the Rockets have got to be very concerned right now that they don't get into early foul trouble.
All right, Eric Snow will start it up. He'll have Harpering in there. Iverson comes out from the paint. Eric Snow baseline. And a late whistle. They bailed him out.
I just said, you don't want to foul.
That's the first on Eddie.
Make them beat you from the perimeter.
This is the first overtime game for the Sixers this season. The Rockets have played. This will be the 5th overtime game for Houston. They're 2-2 in overtime.
Now, Eddie got the foul, but it wasn't Eddie's fault. The reason saying, of course, because he's the big man that came over to support. Don't let your man penetrate. Alex Hannum, my rookie coach, used to always tell me, Calvin, if they beat you over the top, there's nothing I can do. But if you allow them to get inside and beat your teammate also, can't play you.
Snow gets them both. That free throw line's what cost the Rockets tonight. We talked about it earlier, but that's the difference in the game. The Rockets have missed 7 free throws.
Here's the game
20 of 22 from the line for Philly.
Ball movement.
Kenny Thomas working on Mutombo. Mutombo forced him to take a bad shot. Snow in the open court. Pass down to Harpering and a foul on Steve. And that's the 15th foul on Steve Francis. Well, then we won't want to talk about this game tonight.
But you're going to have these kind of games. This is why they call it team basketball, because if you're not going good, somebody else will pick up the slack.
Well, the fact that he's playing so badly and poorly and the Rockets are winning, or in the game and forced in overtime. Harpering now. Rockets trailing by 3.
It's unfortunate because, as you said, Bill, they're going to look back at the 7 missed free throws. It shouldn't even been an overtime game. Now, you got to give credit where credit's due. Philly has come up with some big plays of their own. We talked about Eddie Griffin coming up with a couple of big plays for the Rockets. Philly has met the challenge also when they needed a point.
22 of 24 from the line for Philadelphia. Double team on Steve. Griffin standing all over there by himself. Eddie pulls the trigger. Short on the 3 and Mutombo with a rebound.
Now here's where you got to be careful. Snow's playing the point, so that means Iverson's running free. So the shot's going to be made for the shot's going to be set up for Iverson. I wouldn't lie to you folks. There it is.
Timeout taken by the Rockets. Philadelphia scores the first 6 points in overtime.
Hey, you don't remember me, do you? Forget it. Probably shouldn't have.
Wait, no, wait. It's, James, right?
Yeah, James. Hey, I'd love to continue the conversation we're having. Over dinner?
Sure. Call me.
All right, cheers. Dennis, who is that? I don't know.
Working your mojo? Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
I can't believe you gave him
a fake phone number? Oh, yeah.
Kepner is looking good. She was in a bad wreck last week, was taken to the care center, came out bruised but unbent, and is competitive today.
Everyone thought Kepner was going to the left, but she's going to the right.
What a blistering pace. What maneuvering.
She has to be careful. This kind of stunt can send her and her crew home early.
This was a fast track when the race started.
Oh, yeah, but the temperature's heating up, and I tell you, that can mean trouble for Kepner. She's all over the top of him.
Whoa, there's contact.
She's definitely no rookie.
105-99 as the first 6 points in overtime scored by Philadelphia. Allen Iverson now at 53 points, 1 shy of his career high, and 1 shy of the all-time Rocket opponent high. The real story, the Rockets going cold in the 4th quarter with only 16 points. They had the game well in hand. They were leading by 10 points in the 4th period, but couldn't close. You've got to close.
You got to have a finish to the show, Bill.
Yep. Mobley now will work on Iverson to the middle, and he draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah. the thing I said earlier in the game is you got to keep Allen Iverson involved in the defense. There's no way he wants to play defense. Now, the next couple of plays down the floor, if Allen Iverson is going to be guarding the cat, keep going in that direction. Make him have to pay the cost.
Pino will have one more. Rockets 12 of 19 from the line for 63%. Philadelphia 22 of 24 for 92%. And therein lies the difference in this game. We'd have never had an overtime if the Rockets would have been able to shoot their free throws, and there's another miss. I don't know, what is that? Is lack of practice or concentration or what?
Well, it's lack of concentration. It's not lack of practice. Yeah, well, it's lack of both, because concentration comes from practice.
McKee misses from the outside, tipped up in the air. Kenny Thomas has it. Rockets desperately in need. Still plenty of time. 3:07 alley-oop.
Oh, that's a bad pass with the defense all back.
Snow, Harpering, short. This is still Houston's game to win.
That's right.
They're only down by 5 with still 2:48 left to play. But now you got to start making some on your possessions and shutting them out at the other end. Mobley, little fadeaway, got it. Big shot, Coutinho Mobley with 25 points.
Well, it's only a 3-point game right now with 2 minutes left, 25 left in this game.
Yep.
It's all about defense on the Rockets' part.
Iverson gets down the baseline. Nowhere to go. Moochie almost had the steal. Snow puts it up.
That was blocked by Eddie. Eddie.
Steve's going to stop, pop. And it's a 1-point game
What
with
did he do?
2:05 left to play.
What did he do? Did he stop and pop?
Yes, he did. A double-double for Francis with 11 points, 10 rebounds. He has 7 assists. Under 2 minutes left to play. 15 on the shot clock. Iverson with
that's a cold-blooded 3.
A new career high for Allen Iverson of 56 points and an all-time Rocket opponent high.
That was a cold-blooded 3. Steve was right on him, and he never even looked.
Mobley in the corner. Jumper. Short. Iverson with a loose ball. 1:25 left. Knocked away by Griffin from behind. Stevie to the basket. Griffin with a rebound and Mutombo with a foul. Both teams now with Rockets have 2 team fouls. Philly one away from the penalty. And a timeout taken by Houston. 1:17 left to play. The Rockets are trailing by 4 points. Well, Murph.
As well as Allen Iverson has played tonight and shot the ball, the Rockets still had his game in hand if they make their free throws.
Allen Iverson with a new career high of 56 points. And the previous high against the Rockets was Alex English with 54 against Houston. That was back in '85, so he broke that mark too.
Well, what is it about the Philly guards? They scored against the Rockets. A few years back we were in here and one of the guards gave us 50 points. Who was that, Bill? Dana Barrows gave us 50 in here one night, or here in Philly.
Well, the Rockets with Mobley with 25, Kenny Thomas with 20, Griffin with 17, Cato with 13, Francis with 11. And for Philadelphia, Iverson with 56 on 42 shots. He's 21 of 42, and he's been to the line 12 times. So if his elbow needs surgery again, you'll know why.
I still like the numbers. That's the Murphyism I talked about.
You know, the Rockets, we talked earlier, too. Second period, Rockets shot 72%. They shot 75% in the third, but only 44% in the fourth. And the Rockets managed only 16 points in that fourth quarter, and that was a killer because they had the lead and the game put away. They still can win it. 1:17 left. I know it sounds funny, but you're down by 4, and anything can happen in this league. Somebody just has to step up and make the shot. Taking it down to Mobley, working on Eric Snow. 12 on the shot clock. A lot of bumping going on. Turnover, Mobley.
It's tough to play one-on-one basketball when the defense is set against you. The ball has got to be moving. And then with under 6 to 5 seconds, the ball goes to whoever you want to take a shot.
Snow with a shot from the outside. Mutombo tipped it, misses, and a loose ball foul is called.
Oh, they called offensive goaltending, defensive goaltending.
They call goaltending on Eddie Griffin.
That hurt.
Now it's going to be tough, 110-104. Rockets have to make a couple of threes. And they're going to have to do it in a hurry. Steve is fouled. He'll shoot 2.
Fouls on to Kevin Mutombo, his 5th.
Well, the scorekeeper is now telling Dick Bavetta he didn't hear the whistles. The reason the shot clock kept, the game clock kept running, because after the foul was made, the clock ran off 3 seconds. Remember now, we're not in Houston, we're in Philadelphia.
What are you trying to say, my brother?
The last time that happened in Salt Lake, didn't look good for us either. So they're going to put some more. Going to put 27 on there. Yeah, we're going to add another second.
Steve Francis in the line to shoot 2.
Steve will have 2. Now that 56 by Iverson, Murph, ties Kobe Bryant's 56 last night. That had been the previous high, so that 56 by Kobe only lasted less than 24 hours.
Well, this is the NBA. These are supposed to be the best players in the world anyway. There's nothing sacred. In college, one night I had 68, walking around feeling good. The very next night, Pistol Pete went for 73.
Iverson now in the open court, and Mobley had to foul him. That's the 4th foul on Coutinho. That's only the 3rd team foul. On the Rockets, you get 3 fouls, and then the bonus in overtime.
I tell you who was a big part of this game was Speedy Claxton.
Yeah, he came off the bench for 16 points. And Coutinho draws another foul. That's his 5th. Well, we've seen a record-breaking performance tonight from Allen Iverson. And he'll try to add to it. The last time people were putting up these kind of numbers, Wilt Chamberlain was playing in Philadelphia. You know, they're pretty happy about everything here in Philly right now. The sports fans, the Phillies had a pretty good season. The Eagles are still alive in the playoffs. The Flyers are in 1st place in their division. And the Sixers coming off an NBA Finals. So the sports scene here in Philly is in pretty good shape. Rudy will take his final timeout. 112-106 Sixers with 23 seconds left in overtime.
You've seen the exciting hit series You Gotta See This. Now available for the first time anywhere, the uncensored video that's just too hot for TV. It's You Gotta See This, too hot for Fox. Oh. Call 800-550-7922 to order all the explicit, over-the-top, out-of-control video that Fox Sports Net couldn't show you. For only $14.95 plus shipping and handling. Have your credit card ready and call 800-550-7922. Warning, this high-octane video may be too intense for younger viewers.
Last Super Bowl, Miller Lite gave away inflatable chairs. This year, inflatable Troy Aikman.
I love football. I love a lot of things. I love nature. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm an Aquarius. I have that sort of watery kind of sense of things. I make these jeans. Can I get your autograph?
On second thought, now you can win an inflatable chair and the Super Bowl party kit that includes banners, cups, and $100 to turn your house into Super Bowl Central. Enter at MillerLite.com or wherever Miller Lite is sold.
That stuff's pretty cool. What?
Well, it looks like Philadelphia headed for victory, 112-106 here with 23 seconds left in overtime. Rockets had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter, but then they went ice cold down the crucial stretch, and Allen Iverson with a record-setting 58 points tonight. 21 of 42 from the field and a perfect 14 of 14 from the line. Moochie fires up a three, and that'll do it. The crowd wants Iverson to score 60. 5 seconds left. And that'll do it. The 76ers come from behind to win their 17th game of the season as they defeat the Rockets in overtime, 112-106. Our next Fox Sports Net Rockets telecast will be Friday in Boston when the Rockets face the Celtics. Stay right here. The last word with Jim Rome is